In this video I'm going to show you how to finish drawing our shape robot that we were making in Illustrator. I'm going to show you how to color it in. So we have all the shapes drawn and they're all just outlines right now, so we need to go ahead and start filling them in with colors. Once again, don't forget Control plus and Control minus to zoom in and out, and the space bar with the hand, holding the space bar with the hand makes you be able to move your window around. Alright, so you can make this robot any color that you want. You have all these swatches open over here. You can make custom colors or use some of the colors that they've already given you here. So let's start out by showing you how to make everything a certain color. So I'm just going to start off with this top section right here. I have my selection tool activated here, and I'm going to drag around everything that I want to be the same color. So let's just start off with that much. It doesn't matter which objects you pick. And here I can change the color. So I don't want it to have an outline anymore, so I'm going to click on the outline and say none, but I want my fill to be this color maroon right here. Alright, and you can do that again. If you want to select multiple things, you can hold the shift key. So let's say I want to select this and this. Maybe I want them to be a little bit different red. I can do that, but I want the stroke to be none. So I can do that. I want this to be the same color as the head. So, whoops, now you'll see I have this on stroke, so it gave it a red outline and a white fill. So I want to go back here and say none on that, and I want my fill, which is the first box, to be that maroon color. Now here's where something tricky happens. Now that I filled this in, you can't see that other rectangle that was there. So if I want to give that other rectangle that was inside of here a color, I can't see it anymore because now this is on top of it. So what you need to do is go to Object, Arrange, and go Send to Back. Alright? Now I can see these other shapes, and that is one thing that the Adobe website did not explain, and it would be really complicated to color things in if you didn't know how to arrange the order of the shapes that you've made. So now I can see this. I want to make this fill none, or stroke none, fill white, and then maybe I'll make this red like that. Another thing you can do is get the eyedropper if you want to copy a color scheme that you've already chosen. You can use the eyedropper to do that. Now I'm going to get the selection tool. Let's make this the same fill as that. So I'm going to make it easy and get the eyedropper and click here. And let's do the same thing. I want to make these red. So I'm going to get the eyedropper and click on red. I think I'll make its feet maroon. So eyedropper. Click on that. Now let's go back up here to the eyes. Let's say I'm going to shift click both of these, and I want this part to be white. So I'm going to go fill white, stroke none. Now you can see I can't see the inside of my eyes, and I want to select them. So you can go to Object, Arrange. Now if I send it to back, they're going to be behind the rectangle. So you can just say send backward. Now I can see one of those eyes. You can go Object, Arrange, Send backward again. Okay, now I can see both of them. So that is how you can access each shape that might be in a different order in the way that you've drawn them. So now I can go back here, and I'm going to click on that circle and hold my shift key and click on this one. And let's make the eyeballs this red color. Alright, and then I want the arms to be maroon. So I'm actually going to shift click on the whole thing. I'm just going to go ahead and make all these remaining things. I'm going to hold the shift key and click on them and make them all maroon. But I still want the circles that are inside of here to be white. So I'm going to shift click on them. I know they're there. I can't see them, but I know that they're there. If you go to click on it and they don't activate, it means they're behind the other one. So let's say that would have happened. What I would need to do is click on the circles here and go Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Now they are out of the way so that I can click my the ellipses that are on top. And I want these to be white. I already have a white thing, so I'm going to get the eyedropper and click on the white, and then go back to my selection tool. I'm going to click on these. Once again, if you can't see those and you click on them and you end up selecting that, just click on here and go Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Now you can click on those. Now let's say you didn't remember that those circles were there and you didn't know how to access them. There's something that you can do in Illustrator that's really helpful. If you press Control Y, it gives you an outline so you can actually see something to make sure that you've colored it all in. Like for example, I forgot that there was another circle inside of those like hip joints there. So I can also select them in the Control Y mode. And then I can go back and press Control Y again and see the colors. I can fill them with white. Alright, so that's another thing that you can do in Illustrator. You can see it in an outline mode to make sure that you have everything selected. So I'm going to go to Control Y again. Now I can see that there's these two circles. I'm going to shift click to get both. Press Control Y. I'm going to fill them with white. Alright, so now I have my little robot all colored in. What you can do next is open your Layers tab. So go to Window and choose Layers. Now you can see that I want those dotted lines to not be visible anymore in my guide. So I'm just going to turn that layer off. Now I have a nice clean looking robot. So what you need to do before you turn it in is type your name. We all know how to do that already. So just get the type tool and go over here. Type your name. I want it to be bigger, obviously. It's pretty small. So I'm going to go over here and put 25. And then I can get my selection tool and move it over here. All right, go File, Save As. Let's redo that. Assign, assign -3 and then put your name. Make sure it's an Adobe Illustrator file so you can edit it later. Say Save. Okay. And now the one that you're going to put on your Google slide, you're going to go File, Export, Export As, and it's already going to have the name in there for you. And we want it to be either a JPEG or PNG. I'll just say JPEG to keep it consistent. And say Export. You can leave all these default settings and just say OK. And then when you make your Google slide presentation, you'll make a new slide that says Assignment 3, and you'll place this JPEG of your colored robot on there so I can grade it.